Hello everyone, this is Calpal Plays. My name is Calvin. Today, as you can see, we are in Fallout 4. And this is just going to be a one-off video. As you can see from the title, this is about my Fallout settlements. Or rather, my unfinished Fallout settlements. I'm just going to walk through what I did and what I plan to do. It's not a lot. It's only like maybe like 3 or 4 settlements. So it's going to be a quick video. Honestly, this video isn't for you. It's more so for me per se, so that I can have a video log or kind of recording just to remember what I wanted to do and what I plan to do for the Fallout 4 settlements. So I guess I'll bring you guys along for the ride. So just a disclaimer, I never played Fallout 4 on Steam. It wasn't until maybe like a year ago where I bought the Game of the Year edition when it was on discount on Steam. So at the time of building these settlements, I didn't have any of the DLCs, and I didn't cheat to get any of the materials for my builds. All the builds that you see were from me scavenging or from my settlers collecting materials for me. Some of the Institute walls and platforms and stuff you see are from a mod that unlocks it for you, even though you didn't side with them. So aside from that, and maybe some custom assets, custom decorations, everything you see here is basically vanilla. Mostly these settlements were built basically on the Build Anywhere mod, where it removes the game's annoying asset snapping and lets you clip through walls a little bit. And then removing build limit and also OCD decorator near the end. I didn't really play around with that too much because I think eventually it started lagging my game too much. So we are in Covenant right now. I don't know why we're in Covenant. I haven't played this game for 5 years. I just loaded up here. Yeah. Let's go to the map. So, let's go to where everything began. Sanctuary. Okay, so we are in Sanctuary. I made it daytime just so it's a little bit easier to see. As you can see, I am with Kate. Kate is usually my follower, and I gave her the feathered dress. But here is my character, which is shadowed right now, but okay. So for Sanctuary, I left it largely untouched, except for like this giant monstrosity here. This is our pre-war house. I want to keep it here just as like a memorial kind of thing. So I decided to build elsewhere, and elsewhere is here. So Sanctuary is where I keep all my kind of unique or quest-related NPCs, or main NPCs, you could say. So yeah, we have the Vault-Tec rep here. I gave him a mask because I didn't want to look at his face. Some old power armors that I don't really use anymore here. And then there's this giant steel box. This was built before I put any mods in. This was built like really early on. So a lot of the materials are kind of just old and ugly. But basically it's just a giant box. Originally the plan is I was gonna put like the power armor workbenches or stations all the way around here, and this is gonna be like the armory for my soldiers. And then up here we would, on the rooftop, this is supposed to be the barracks for my soldiers. And as you can see, I left a opening here. You know how like those like fire stations where they had like a pole where you can like slide down? That was kind of the idea. So if enemies attack, then wake up, come over here, slide down, get into the power armors, and defend Sanctuary basically. Couple of defense stations here. It was mainly just to satisfy like the game requirements for the settlements. And then I put the windmills up here because that way it doesn't generate a lot of noise, and that way I can put beds here. Just a kind of immersion kind of thing. So this was part 1 of the build. Originally I was going to like open this up and then build a pathway, and then the pathway would lead to that tree over here. And I was going to build like a tree house here that was for like my personal use. This is going to be my home, and then that's going to be where my soldiers live. Other than that, that's pretty much it for Sanctuary. Let's look at the map again. I didn't do much to Abernathy Farm. I just put some turrets down. I didn't do anything to Red Rocket either. And I did some stuff to Starlight Drive-In, so let's go there. Okay, Starlight Drive-In. I left, again, most of the stuff here. Again, this is when I didn't play with mods. So if I had mods at the time, I probably would have restored this screen here and made this like a drive-in theater. Ignore that for a second. I tried to fence this area in, but again, this is before mods, and these didn't really snap together, so I kind of gave up on that idea really quickly. But ideally, I would have fenced the entire thing in and created like an actual drive-in theater. I built a little... I think this is one of the prefab shacks here. So... let's go up here. This was, yeah, just a bed for the guard that's stationed here. So, here is my settler. I outfitted her with like full combat gear because this one is actually my first settler. So she's special. She's my bae.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Sure thing.
So I gave her a tactical minigun. Probably have better guns for her now. Maybe one day I'll give her like a badass legendary weapon, but for now, this is my first and favorite like common regular settler. So this monstrosity goes up here, and that was because I was trying to build like a windmill up here, and then for some reason I didn't do it. Or was it a turret that I was going to plan and build up here? I don't know. I was planning to build something up here, but I just didn't do it. Yeah. This is one of my favorite settlements, actually. I just didn't really put too much work into it. But... I forgot about the fall damage in this game. Oh my god. Okay, forget you saw anything there. We're going to go back to the map. Okay. Yes. Next one. I actually don't remember what I did here. I don't know why there's so many settlers here. Let's go take a look. Oh yeah. I remember now. I put the fast travel point up here because I didn't like this settlement, because I didn't like that, like, the ghouls or the common enemies here. So I put it up here so the ghouls couldn't get to me if I ever had to defend the place. Oh, okay. Because I didn't like the settlement, all I did was I put these stations here to make them gather stuff for me. That's all there is to it here. Oh, and I remember this while I'm editing, but I also use this settlement as a settler filter. So I would recruit a bunch of people here, and then for settlers that I liked, I would send them to settlements that I liked. And then for those that I didn't like, I would either leave them here or just turn them away. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go to the next one. Grey Garden I didn't do anything with. Overland Station I didn't do anything with. The Slog. Didn't do anything with either of those. And this one, I didn't even remember this existed. What was one where I did anything? Oh yeah, Finch Farm. Okay, so Finch Farm is a pretty unique one. As you can see, I don't actually have anything. Oh, okay. I don't actually have anything built here. That wasn't always the case. I built one of those stairways, like the zigzag stairways like you saw at the Starlight Drive-In, all the way up to the highway there, and I was going to build something there. And I did build something there. I spent like either like 30 minutes to an hour or something up there building stuff. And then, just as you saw earlier, I fell down, died, lost all my progress, and then I was like, never mind. And I never touched this place since, so that was that. Okay, another side note here. I mentioned this later in the video, but I was running a really old graphics card. Later in the video, I mentioned like Radeon HD 5500. I think it was actually a 5700. Regardless, it was still a potato PC. So what happened was a lag spike happened, and I basically fell down. The next one... Oh yeah. Diamond City. Home plate. So we're gonna go home plate. And welcome to my home. So this one is heavily modded. I had a mod that lets me put like workbenches in here and power and everything. So here's my swimming pool. It was originally supposed to be a fish tank, but there's no fish in Fallout 4, so it's a swimming pool now. That is obviously wrong. I guess I never fixed that. But the idea was you can sleep here, right beside your aquarium, or in this case, swimming pool. This is where I keep my main power armor. I have a couple of farms here. So one farm here, one farm up here, and then a water pump here, which doesn't actually connect to anything, so just ignore that and pretend that there are pipes here. And this is pretty much where I keep all my stuff. Like, my... I kept stealing stuff from the Institute, so I have a lot of those lab coats and stuff. Because what I planned to do was I was going to steal all the stuff that I need to steal and then get the ending where I side with everyone but the Institute, but I just never finished the game. And then this is where I store all my like unique clothing or like good quality clothing. And yeah, this is the swimmable home. Sometimes a random Brahmin will show up. Yep, that's pretty much it for this one. And then there are 2 more. Maybe 3 more. Let's go to castle. Castle I didn't do much. I just repaired the walls there, and I left it at that. Boston Airport? Did I do anything here? That's a big fat no. I could have sworn I did something here. I think I tried to rebuild the walls here, but it just didn't look right. Like, I think it was these curves that messed me up. So I tried to rebuild the walls here, but it didn't look right there, so I tore it all down. There's probably mods out there that can, like, just fix this out right now. I built some platforms here. The idea was that from this settlement, I can access the upper part of the airport. And then you can get more free reign here. You can't build anything here. It's just like an access path for me, but that's pretty much it. And then oh, right. Boathouse. Taffington Boathouse. This one I had large aspirations for, but I never did too much with it. Okay, Taffington Boathouse. So, this place I have completely walled off with metal sheets. This is supposed to be like an armored fort, basically. And the idea was... So this is a road. And then... yeah, so this is the road. So we are basically gatekeeping here. We're saying, if you want to use our road, you're gonna have to pay a fee to come in. And then when they come in, I was going to build another platform here so that on the left side and the right side, you get like a bunch of shops. So this is like a trading hub of sorts. So people just pass through here, trade what they need to trade, and then get out on that side. So that's for like the regular people. And then if they pay more, or they get like, I don't know, like subscription, annual fee or whatever, however that works, they can go up to this upper level here. And then this is where the more luxurious shops are. And then this is gonna, I was gonna make this the wall higher as well, so it's gonna be like completely covered. And then there's actually no way to access the house unless you're a VVIP. The left side would be completely walled off, but there would be a secret door for you to access this boathouse area. This house, I didn't really do much with it. I put a windmill up here, and then I built a sort of makeshift roof, or makeshift platform level, and put a bunch of turrets here, just for like defense. And then this was going to be like a pier, like for fishing or boats or whatever. So the interesting about the VIP section here was, with that water mod thing that I showed up at the home plate, I was gonna build like what do you call those? The endless pools. So like a pool up here, and then like the water would just leak into the lake.
Yeah.
Or infinity pools. Yeah, infinity pools. So yeah, I was gonna build like a pool platform here and make it like an infinity pool, just for like a resort area for my VVIP. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did something with it. I just didn't like the aesthetics of it, and then I scrapped it.
What I call a good day, one that ends without an empty stomach.
Yeah, but I had big aspirations for this place. I just never really did too much with it. And then finally, one last settlement is, this is the one that I worked on probably the most, and I'm most proud of. It's not complete by any means, but it's the place with the most people, the place where I built the most, the place that functions the best, and that's Hangman's Alley, with 16 settlers. So let's go there. Okay, so we are at Hangman's Alley right now. So you might be thinking, this is super weird. What's going on here? And, oh, apparently there's a guy trapped in here now. But basically, let's go outside. This is Hangman's Alley. So, this is our kill box entryway. I actually spent a lot of time building this stupid platform just to make everything like square. So, this is supposed to be like the workshop area, the work area where people come to work to gather supplies for me. And then, as you can see to our right here, there is actually a door in the middle of nowhere. I'm pretty sure that's because I didn't update and install all my mods correctly. I think there was supposed to be a wall here. I guess it's just not here anymore. Because this was like my main settlement, this is also where I built the teleporter for the Institute. And then this could be like a area where we set up turrets and stuff for defense. But I added this here as well. So what you do is you come up here, and then you go up to this rooftop over here. You jump down, and then you go over here. You go on top of these rooftops. Oh, let me go back there. Fell down.
Out here?
So yeah, you go up here, go up here. Go up here. These are just like Institute flooring. Go up these roofs.
What was that? Oh, nothing.
And then this caretaker guy is just perpetually up here for some reason. What a creeper. This guy usually isn't here. I don't know why he's here this time. But this is supposed to be my bedroom, so there's just two people looking at me while I'm sleeping, apparently. So this is my glass house. So there's a big contrast between up here and down there. So this is like my rich penthouse apartment or whatever, looking down towards all my peasants where that's like areas where they sleep and work. And then I have rooftop access. So I have a bridge that brings me across here. One of the reasons why I like this settlement so much is because this gives me like actually complete access like all around. So I can see all the way to that side. Oh, that clips. Let's find a way back. Yeah, some of these buildings clips. I mean, it's a little bit of a hassle to get all the way back, but it's fine. Come on. Yeah, so this is like kind of like my rooftop terrace area. But this is a bridge where I can overlook everything. And I think what I wanted to do was I wanted to build some platforms down like off the edge of here to put like turrets, which can like have an aerial defense of the entire place, like right here. And then, like I showed you before, it leads to rooftop access over here. A lot, like, starting from here, like you saw, it starts clipping and you just start falling down. But actually, part of the reason why I built stairs up here is because you can go up here, and these buildings don't actually clip. What? Wait. I could have sworn I had stairs up here, too, but I don't know what happened to it. Whatever. But, yeah, you can go up here, and then you have access to this side of the rooftops. Man, I miss my boost pack from Starfield. Yeah, here we go. And this access through this rooftop, and this is where the super mutants hang out.
What is it?
And yeah, this effectively expands the... Like, you can't build anything up here, but it's just cool that you can explore these areas. Which is why this settlement is my favorite. But yeah, this is it. I'm pretty sure I plan to add more stuff along the way here. What I think I want to do was, like, after I bring it up to there, I was going to put, like, stairs that go down here. So basically, the entire top level is just for me, and I just look down at everyone. But I left the floor area largely untouched. I kind of like the haphazardness of all these random buildings here. But yeah, this is just a basic tour of my settlements. Like, they're not great settlements, let's be honest, but I like them. I spent some time with them, so I just want to get this down recording to have a recording of it. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the mini Fallout settlement tour. I didn't really get to a lot of the later locations for the settlement building stuff. Like, for instance, never went to the coastal cottage, never went to the island, didn't really do much with the castle, didn't really touch any of the settlements down here. I never beat the game. I was maybe like 5-6 missions away from beating the game, I think, but I downloaded so many mods, I had so many things on the screens and stuff, and I was running a really old PC back then. It was like the graphics card was a Radeon HD 5500, and I was getting maybe like 5 frames per second in downtown Boston, and then so I decided to stop playing. It wasn't until like maybe a couple of years later where I upgraded my PC, but by then I played other stuff. So never finished Fallout 4. Don't really plan on finishing it. The story wasn't that great. I watched someone else finish it already, so I know how the story ends. But yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun in like the settlement building aspect, so maybe we'll see more of that in the future. But it's a big time commitment, so probably not. I do plan on doing some more Fallout related stuff, but we will maybe like the new Enclave quests, but we will see. Can we jump up here? Oh yeah. But we'll see, and then
I'm just so hungry all the time.
yeah. Thank you for watching
Yeah.
this stupid video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that YouTuber stuff. And I will see you in some other video. Maybe I'll play Fallout 1 and 2. And I've never played those before, but yeah. See you in some other video. Bye. I guess since his name is Caretaker and he's just like creepily in my house like all the time, I guess we can just pretend that he's like my personal butler or something.